Thank you, Chairman Hunter, Ranking Member Garamendi, and members of the subcommittee for the opportunity to testify today on blue technologies developed within academic settings and how they can support the Coast Guard's mission. I am a professor at Oregon State University, and I conduct research on the prediction and forecasting of ocean conditions. My work also explores ways to present forecast results to make them most usable for various stakeholders, including bar pilots, the fishing community, the National Weather Service, and the Coast Guard. My testimony today will focus on the potential for wave forecasting systems and other forecasting innovations to help advance operational capabilities of the Coast Guard, including safe navigation and identification of illegal activities at sea. The development and refinement of these forecasting tools heavily relies on observations of the ocean, both from long-term observing platforms as well as from innovative autonomous platforms that you have already heard about this morning. Today, I will stress that strategic investments are required in technology development and in continuing education activities to ensure the effective utilization of these technologies to meet the mission objectives of the Coast Guard. First, ocean wave and current forecasts are analytical tools that can help stakeholders understand and predict ocean conditions. Recent advances in predictive models allow for detailed and high-resolution forecasts of ocean conditions. Forecasts in the open ocean can be used during search and rescue operations to narrow down the geographical area of interest. Forecasts near navigational inlets are a critical capability at many challenging inlets where transit through the river mouth and over the river bar can be treacherous. The mouth of the Columbia River, often colloquially referred to as the graveyard of the Pacific, is one such example. $24 billion of cargo moves through the Columbia River system annually. The Coast Guard makes decisions about bar closures that halt vessel traffic, and the cost of a bar closure to the local economy is significant. One of the groups that play a role in bar closure decisions involve the Columbia River bar pilots. They require accurate forecasts 10 hours in advance because of the time required by a tanker released from the upriver port to reach the river mouth. Once there, most of these tankers are too big to turn around, so the hazard of making a wrong decision can mean a disaster on the bar. For the last 5 years, the Columbia River bar pilots have been utilizing our wave forecasts to inform their decision-making on navigational planning. We have worked extensively and iteratively with the bar pilots to create an interface that meets their needs and maximizes their ability to use the results. They now use forecasts for the computation of under-keel clearance values, as well as for recommendations regarding the closure of the bar, along with, perhaps more critically, the timing of the reopening of the bar. Additionally, predictive forecasting capabilities also now show promise for identifying illegal activities at sea. Illegal, unreported, and unregulated activities at sea can be challenging to assess and predict. The key challenge is that vessels committing IUU activities turn off their GPS transponders and therefore go dark. New solutions for predicting IUU activity using mathematical models based on complex systems theories are currently emerging, and these methods exploit the fact that vessel traffic responds to the presence and absence of other vessels in the area, whether they are visible to us or dark. So observing the behavior of the visible fleet carries clues about the movement of the dark fleet. While this research is still in very early stages, further development of these methods could aid in more efficient and effective patrol strategies. Finally, there is rapid advancement in research and technology innovation, but strategic investment in technology development by the user, in this case the Coast Guard, is critical to assure that any technology of interest is designed to meet their specific capability objectives. Our experience with wave forecasting products suggests that the needs of the bar pilots are quite different from the needs of the tuna fishing industry, for instance. Hence, close engagement is needed during the development phase of the products, and coordinated education is essential to assure the effective utilization of blue technologies by Coast Guard personnel. In closing, research and innovation in the field of ocean wave and current forecasting is proving to be increasingly significant in its potential to be translated into technology and information systems for the Coast Guard. I thank the subcommittee for your efforts to consider the role of technology, innovation, and applications for efficiently and effectively advancing critical Coast Guard capabilities, and I would be pleased to answer any questions.
Thank you, Doctor, for your testimony. Admiral White, you're recognized for your statement.